Counter-Narrative News, bringing you daily news today on Friday the 24th of March 2023. Juma Mubarak, happy Friday to everyone. First of all, in a somewhat kind of ancient story between, echoes of ancient stories and histories between England and France, King Charles III has cancelled his planned visit to Paris to meet his counterpart in France due to the French people's uprising against the forced pension law of raising the pension age from 64 to 66. On Thursday, nearly 500 people were arrested by the French state on protests. The leading CGT union has said that their workers will not be collaborating with rolling out the red carpet and all the frills of hosting the monarch of Britain in Paris. And many people are referencing the contrast between the veritable uprising of the people in France with the depressingly accepting of oppression by the working classes of Britain. But of course there is still issues of far-right racism and colonial politics on a mass level in France, similar to Britain, but arguably it's a healthier state to contend with these challenges of anti-colonialism when there is actually some level of class struggle that's explicitly out in the streets, as it is in France and as it's not in England, and as where the Rail and Maritime Transport Union, for example, has cut another pay cut deal with the railway employers, which is around about a 5% quote-unquote deal over 2 years, which is a real terms pay cut because inflation is around 11 to 12%. Very sad state of affairs. The USA has bombed Iranian-affiliated facilities and infrastructure in Syria after it claims a Iranian drone, or at least a drone launched by forces close to the Islamic Republic of Iran and the IRGC, the Iranian Revolutionary Guard, have conducted an attack on the US occupation in North Syria in Hasaka, which apparently led to the death of a contractor and injured some 5 US troops there. It's interesting because Syria has been softened up for about a decade, ever since the Russian intervention to bomb and occupy Syria in 2015. Putin invited the West in a formal setup to bomb and intervene in Syria, which they very happily accepted that invitation, and there's 2 partitions of Syria as a result, and just a very sad state of affairs for Syria in all of these regards. Going over to Uganda, the parliament there has passed one of the most extreme anti-gay laws anywhere on the planet, and it's really sad scenes to see a parliamentary session being so excited and jubilant over such a sad and oppressive development there. Lawmakers are enthusiastically wanting to deploy security personnel to go chase after gay people. What are the roots of this type of homophobic culture and politics? The roots are several, really. Historically, they are the roots of European colonialism and particularly British colonialism that really panics in the face of a diverse people facing colonialism, and so it brings its particular brand of right-wing colonial capitalist conservative culture to those lands that have been colonized by the British, and many colonial era laws in this regard have been kept on the statute books by countries formerly colonized by the British and others. But also it comes from 2 other main sources in the world, it seems. On the one hand, the right-wing forces, particularly coming from the USA, particularly those forces that use and abuse Christianity in their toxic right-wing agendas and bringing in similar laws in states in the USA, and also the anti-gay law of Putin's in Russia, which makes illegal any act of gay relations in public spaces. So you can see how this global far-right toxic politics has fused with each other and is causing a lot of mess. But to some better, more uplifting and liberating and beautiful news, in Nigeria, a Nigerian artist in the city of Lagos called Adebayo Ayodeji is running twice monthly lessons engaging families and their children in the importance of cultures of drumming, and the importance of that in terms of the intergenerational traditions and culture of the people, in terms of expression, which addresses issues of mental health, connects people together, binds people in a cohesive, positive, beautiful way. It's a form of musical and artistic expression that all human beings need. And it's really sad that Ayodeji is arguing that children engaging with drumming is fast becoming a rare thing. Every family should have drums in their home. All children should be able to access drums in their homes, be it different drums from different regions of the world: West Africa, North Africa, East Africa, South Asia, the tabla, the djembe, the conga, the bongo. So many, the talking drum. There's so many different, the darbuka, so many different forms of percussion and drumming out there. We really would, from Counter Narrative News, encourage, if you have any relations with children and young people, and for yourself, do get these drums, do access different kinds of drums, jam together. It's a wonderful, wonderful experience. Counter Narrative News wishing all our audiences a fantastic weekend. Please do continue to support us by encouraging your friends and contacts to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Twitter at @counter_CNN. We wish you a fantastic weekend. Many thanks.